Hector P Garcia immigrated from Mexico to Texas when he was just 3 years old. He went to segregated schools in Mercedes, Texas. Dr. Garcia graduated from medical school in 1940, where he was the only Mexican student in his class. Dr. Garcia became a civil rights leader for all races. He was a big influence in this area. He also created the GI Forum. Captain Garcia entered the U.S. Army, serving as an officer in the Infantry, Engineer Corps, and the Medical Corps in the European theater. He attained the rank of a major and received for his services a Bronze Star and 6 battle stars. In Italy, he met and later married his wife. In his later years, he received a Medal of Freedom from President Ronald Reagan. He was a leader and spokesperson of the Coastal Bend community.
My parents tried to insulate us from the hatred. So they put us in Catholic school, which I'm glad about that. The sisters were very, very kind to us. And but they were kids in the school that didn't like him, and they would say horrible things about my father. The neighborhood we grew up in was just, I would just say plainly, horrible. Everybody around us was all white, which was fine. We had no prejudices against anybody, but they did not want us in that neighborhood. They fought us, they were nasty to us, they would put dead snakes in our mailbox. My poor mother, every time she would open the front door in the morning, there would be eggs thrown all over the place and toilet paper wrapped in all the trees. We would get threatening phone calls. They would call us go back to Mexico, which I had never been there, and your father wets his pants. I mean, I would take my bicycle and ride it around the block, and all the kids would come running out of their house and just yell at me and spit at me and stuff like that. That's how I grew up.
When he purchased the lot that they built the house on, he had to get someone else to go register and buy the lot, so they wouldn't, because they wouldn't do it in there.
Yeah, they would not.
Jim Indiana, which was an attorney and a very good friend, and he became a district judge. He was the one that he wanted to purchase it.
Right, they didn't want us there, and I had really just one good friend through school, and she was the only one, and he was very kind to her. I mean, he was just a very kind man, but people were afraid of him. And they were afraid of what he was going to do to change their lives. And they did not want Hispanics or Mexicans having equal education or equal jobs, equal lifestyle. That's just the way things were in the 60s and 70s.
We have learned that Hector P. Garcia was very determined and went through many hardships to get Hispanics the rights they now have today. Times for Hector and his family were hard because white people would not respect them and treat them with cruelty, but his sacrifices made times for our generation easier because, as you see, this does not happen now. As young men, we appreciate all he has done for Hispanics. Without his doing, Hispanics would not have an education, civil rights, or jobs. Cecilia and her foundation continue to work to get her father's message across to all Hispanics and all other races. Her father's goals have been accomplished, yet there is more to be done, but his legacy will live on in the heart of the people he helped.
Always do my duty, no matter what the price. I've counted up the cost.